Hi Capricorns, and welcome to your October 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk to you about the energies coming in for your sign in this incredible, momentous month of October. I would say Capricorn obviously is one of the most activated signs. You know, you and Libra are really heading the pack this month. It is Libra season, which is your fellow cardinal sign. So there's a lot of common ground for you this month for sure. But I would say what is the main factor, astrologically for Capricorn is the fact that you've got these extremely heavy planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, in your sign going station at the beginning of the month and sort of still feeling stationary, but really quickly into the month starting to move direct and starting to actually gain momentum and gain maturity in your sign. So on the 29th of September, Saturn started to move direct. And on the 4th of October, Pluto is moving direct. Jupiter has been starting to move direct since the middle of September. And by about the middle of the month, they're all really going to be in strong motion, which for Capricorn means that your life is really going to start moving in motion too. Things that have been stuck, things that have been lacking progress, things that have been halfway done will now start to really pick up the pace. I'm not surprised at all to see the Chariot coming up in your reading, as well as the Death card and the Moon, especially the Chariot and the Death card both make a lot of sense because it's like you're really, again, picking up the pace and getting this really fast moving forward motion, which is causing transformation, having Pluto moving direct, suddenly transforming how you move forward, the means by which you move forward, the vehicle of your forward momentum is sort of the main aspect of this month. What vehicle are you using to move forward? It could be a month just as simply as buying a new vehicle, but it's more allegorical than that as well. It's what is giving you progress, Capricorn? You might have a lot of dead weight, okay? You might, because it starts out the month very heavy, okay? Because they're still quite stationary, which is just carrying the weight of the world. I think that Capricorns really are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders right now. Having to do more work, having to do more, processing than any other sign, and having to understand how things move forward. It's going to feel a little bit heavy at the beginning of the month, but it's also going to start moving. So I really do think that the universe or God is going to really help you to understand how to move forward with things and how to make progress. I really think so. But there's hard work in October. As you get into the end of October and moving to November, though, things do start to get quite a bit easier, okay? Not perfect, but easier, more natural, more fluid. And that will lead you into the new year feeling like a new person, but here we are in October, okay? So let's talk about the week to week a little bit, Capricorns. Week number 1 of October, okay? You've got 2 of Swords rooted down by the Chariot. So, you're not really seeing things for what they are yet. So the reality of a situation, the correlations that certain experiences bring in, the truth, okay? Something about the truth regarding something is coming up in the first week. Somebody might tell you the truth. You might really have to take the blindfold off and read between the lines, okay? You're driving your car, for example, and it has some sort of really bad exhaust smell. Maybe it still works, and you might think, oh, it's fine, it still works. But reading between the lines, okay, maybe something's amiss because something doesn't smell right. And applying that to anything in your life. And that's kind of how I feel is the state of affairs for Capricorn, where you can smell the exhaust, something's messed up, the car's still working, what do I do? Do I just keep going about my busy life and hope that this is just not serious, or do I take it in and potentially get ripped off or do I trust, that I will be able to find the correct, work? That's kind of where things are at for you in the first week of October. And you've got to be as I wanted to say monotonous. You've got to be as Virgoan, okay? 6th house. Still kind of lingering out of Virgo season there. It's obviously Libra season, but I'm feeling that Virgo really lingers. So there might just still be quite a bit of things to process and things to fix or correct. But that's okay. It does something right for your energy. It helps you to understand just how things are maintained in life, just how things are sustained and kept okay. It's really good to really focus on anything that is broken or anything that needs repairs, because that's a lot of what this year deals with for your sign. So in the first week also, you'll just start making progress. Like things will start to get easier. Things will start to come into place. You have to understand that things are needing progress. Things are needing forward momentum. And, just trying to connect with that as much as you can. Week number 2, Capricorns, you've got 10 of Wands rooted down by 3 of Swords. So you're working hard. You're getting things together. You're really unifying the aspects of your life. So knowing what you need, knowing what you don't need. 10 of Wands, even though it's tough, like it says that this is concluding, like this hard work you've been doing is coming to an end. You're about to have more time to yourself. You're about to have more creative time. And it's always a great time to think about what is on your plate. How much are you signing up for? How much are you giving away? How much are you, picking up the slack of other people? That feels very prevalent for Capricorns. I feel like you guys are having to really pick up the slack of others. And that might be up for, a different idea in the second week of October. Like maybe you just really start picking up your own slack. And maybe you allow other people to handle their own problems and you have a lot more time and a lot more energy. Now that is rooted down by the 3 of Swords. So it also says to me that you might be dealing with heartbreak, or you might be dealing with something from a long time ago. And in that way, maybe it is good to, get your body moving, and it is good to do repairs or to work hard because it helps you to channel the energy. But only do what you want to do. Only do the things that feel right and the things that feel important, okay? Week number 3, Capricorns, you have the moon rooted down by Knight of Wands. So yeah, you're really getting creative as well. So the musical Capricorns. Capricorn is actually a very musical sign. So for any of you who have been wanting to write new songs or have been wanting to really take a musical career to the next level, I feel like that is a great time. It feels like you're really able to create an artistic world for people, and that just boosts your creativity so much with Knight of Wands reading that down. So do you kind of see the progression coming in for your sign Capricorn, where you're moving from, hard work and picking up the slack of others and kind of realizing, okay, I just need to let other people deal with their own problems. And then all of a sudden there's that creativity and there's that new world that kind of opens up. Okay. I wouldn't really interpret the moon in this spread as being something deceptive or untrue or unclear. There are Capricorns who could be going through that, but I feel this more to be artistic, or more to be like a learning through nocturnal experiences, going on nighttime walks, going on, very spiritual, creative journeys even. So traveling for some of you in a safe way. Traveling could be possible. Yeah. Seeing new views, seeing new artistic expressions as well. Collaborating with other musicians, collaborating with other artists, that type of thing. And in the 4th week, Capricorns, you have 6 of Cups rooted down by the Death card. So it's very sentimental. There's something very nostalgic about this time, as you do start to realize that this chapter, this last year, these last few years where you've had Saturn and then this year Jupiter moving into Capricorn in your sign, Pluto for the last 10 years, it has been a very tense, pressurized generation for Capricorns, really. So you're in the last leg of that, and you kind of wake up and you're like, wow, this is ending. This is almost over. Some of these experiences are almost over. There's about to be a completely new wave, and you start to feel that transformation coming on. And you have this new art form, or you have this new creative process, and you have now this ability to read between the lines and also follow through with really hard work and not get discouraged about what seems to be bad luck or what seems to be a dark cloud. All of these things start to come together to create the potential for huge success. Okay. But more confined to the 4th week, you might have closure with someone. Someone might give you something. You might give someone something, and it's very nice, donating to charities. something about Capricorn helping someone else in a very kind and compassionate way goes like a million miles. It's really great. Or you'll be helped. It's like one or the other. Like you could be on either side of that. But it changes you, okay? It transforms you. Your karma really transforms as you help or as you are helped. And this all connects back to that creative insight. So it's a very kind of spider web time of like a lot of complex experiences connecting. And it makes sort of a mosaic experience, Capricorn. That's really the most we can ask for right now is things aren't perfect, things aren't easy. There are like problems for sure, but just kind of take in this mosaic and understand that this is like the most holistic, most collective version of it. And it will be time to forge anew soon. But what I would say overall for your sign in the month of October is to just allow things to start moving. Allow, if you can imagine like having a muscle knot and you're getting a deep tissue massage and you kind of know that when the masseuse is pushing into the knot, you have to kind of cooperate. You have to kind of allow it to release, You can kind of not allow it to release, and that becomes a very painful experience. So yeah, there is a release here. There is something that's like a deliberate release, and it's not about anyone else coming in and forcing you to do anything, but it is about meeting people halfway and allowing like professional people sometimes also to help, like the professional accountant or the professional business advisor or the professional academic advisor to come in and help facilitate the release of this confusing time. Okay. So that's indicated, but then you have to meet it halfway. Nobody else. And this is kind of a neat thing that I think we're all learning right now is we can't completely rely on anybody else. We can't rely on a doctor to completely heal us. We can't rely on, a lawyer to completely dictate our like business or our, divorce or whatever. We have to communicate. We have to reach halfway. We have to provide something. And it's like a relationship, it becomes a two-person thing. And Capricorn kind of might be worried about doing things on their own or their own contributions to things. And as you start to realize your own power and that you determine everything, there is no one person or one external person that can completely make your life what you want it to be just because they have expertise in individual fields. It also takes you reaching out to them, and maybe it takes a lot of people. Maybe there's a whole ecosystem of people that it takes to make these ideas of yours or these paths of yours come together. But I would watch out for relying too much. Okay, something about this month for Capricorn and for everybody deals a lot with what it takes, just the individual, to get what they want. Okay. And it's like really beautiful to start to see how in control you are of your own destiny and how much you're forging that. So anyway, Capricorn's kind of a short and simple reading for October. That's what I want it to be. I don't want to make things too complicated. I am going to put together an extended reading on Patreon. If you guys want to check it out, you can follow the link in the description box or in the center of the screen now to check out Essential Theme and 2 supporting themes. I also do weekly tea chats and put these readings up early and ad-free over there. So it's a great value and a wonderful way to support the channel. I also have new merch. However you like to support, or even just hitting the subscribe button here on YouTube is great. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Let's jump over to the Patreon page for the extended. Much love. Bye.